Welcome to Story Time, where we let go of the day's stress and ease into a peaceful night of sleep. Tonight's story is called Away from the Hectic Work, a calming journey to unwind from the hustle and bustle of daily tasks. It had been one of those days. The kind of day where the hours seem to blur together, where meetings run over, and the to-do list never seems to shrink. Emails pile up, phone calls come one after the other, and the demands of work stretch you thin, leaving you weary by the time the day is done. But now, as the sun begins to dip below the horizon, you find yourself stepping away from it all. The work, the pressure, the endless cycle of tasks, it's all behind you now. You've closed your laptop, turned off your phone, and taken a deep breath. The world of deadlines and demands is fading away, replaced by a quiet evening that invites you to relax, to slow down, and to simply be. The room around you is softly lit, the warm glow of the lamps casting gentle shadows on the walls. Outside the window, the sky is a soft shade of pink, fading into purple as the sun sets. The hustle and bustle of the day feels distant now, as if it belonged to another time, another world. Here, in this quiet space, you're finally free to let go of the stress that has built up inside you. You walk over to your favorite chair, sinking into its comforting cushions with a sigh of relief. The room is peaceful, quiet, and filled with the soft scent of lavender. A small fire crackles in the fireplace, its warmth spreading through the room in gentle waves. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the tension in your shoulders melt away as you focus on the steady, rhythmic sound of the flames. The world outside the window has grown darker now, but instead of the bright lights of the city, you see the stars beginning to twinkle in the clear night sky. There's no rush here, no need to keep up with the constant pace of work. Time stretches out before you, long and unhurried, allowing you to savor each quiet moment. As you sit in your chair, you think back to the events of the day, but they feel less urgent now. The meetings, the emails, the deadlines, they're all still there, but somehow they don't weigh on you the way they did just a few hours ago. You realize that you've stepped away from the frantic pace of work and entered a space where calm and peace reign. Your eyes wander to the window again, and you're drawn to the beauty of the night. The stars are brighter now, dotting the sky like tiny pinpricks of light. The moon is rising, casting a soft glow over the landscape outside. The stillness of the evening is almost hypnotic, pulling you deeper into a state of restfulness. You rise from your chair and walk over to the window, gazing out at the peaceful scene before you. The world beyond the glass is quiet, the streets empty, and the houses around you are dark, as if everyone else has also settled into a peaceful evening. You open the window slightly, letting in the cool night air. It carries with it the scent of fresh grass and blooming flowers, a reminder that there's a world beyond the confines of your workday. The breeze feels refreshing against your skin, a gentle contrast to the warmth of the fire. You take a deep breath, inhaling the crisp night air, and with it, you feel the last remnants of stress slip away. You've left behind the constant emails, the hurried phone calls, the endless to-do lists. Here, in the stillness of the night, there's no room for those things. They belong to the world of work, but you've moved beyond that now. You decide to take a walk outside, the thought of being out in the open air drawing you away from the comfort of the indoors. You grab a light jacket, slip it on, and step outside. The night greets you with a quiet stillness, the sounds of the day long gone, replaced by the soft rustle of leaves in the trees and the occasional chirp of a distant cricket. The streets are empty, and the world feels as if it's asleep. There's a peacefulness in the air, a calm that settles over you as you walk slowly down the quiet road. The moonlight casts long shadows on the ground, and the stars above seem to twinkle more brightly with each step you take. It's a far cry from the hustle and bustle of the office, from the constant notifications and the pressure to keep moving forward. As you walk, you find yourself letting go of the thoughts that had occupied your mind all day. The worries about deadlines, the concerns about unfinished tasks, they all fade away, replaced by the simple pleasure of being in the moment. The air is cool, the night is quiet, and for the first time in what feels like a long time, you're able to relax completely. You continue down the road, taking in the peaceful surroundings. The houses are dark and quiet, their occupants likely tucked away in their own moments of rest. The trees sway gently in the breeze, their leaves rustling softly in the night air. The world feels slower here, calmer, as if time itself has decided to take a break from the frantic pace of the day. After a while, you find yourself at a small park, its benches empty and its paths lined with flowers. The moonlight casts a soft glow over the grass, and the scent of blooming flowers fills the air. You sit down on one of the benches, feeling the cool wood beneath you, and take a deep breath. The world around you is still, the only sound the occasional rustle of leaves in the wind. As you sit there, you realize just how far you've come from the hectic workday. The pressure, the deadlines, the constant need to be doing something, it all feels so distant now, as if it belonged to someone else. Here, in the quiet of the night, you're free from all of it. You're free to simply be. The stars above twinkle brightly, and you watch as a shooting star streaks across the sky, its brief, brilliant light disappearing into the night. You smile to yourself, feeling a sense of peace wash over you. There's no need to rush here, no need to worry about what comes next. The night stretches out before you, long and calm, inviting you to stay in this moment of stillness. After what feels like hours, but could just as easily be minutes, you decide to make your way back home. The walk is slow, unhurried, each step a reminder that there's no need to rush. The world around you is quiet, peaceful, and as you approach your house, you feel a deep sense of contentment settle over you. You step back inside, the warmth of the fire greeting you once again. You take off your jacket, hang it by the door, and make your way back to your favorite chair. The fire crackles softly in the hearth, and the room is filled with a comforting warmth that seeps into your bones. As you sit down, you close your eyes, feeling the weight of the day finally lift from your shoulders. The work, the stress, the endless tasks, they're all behind you now. Here, in this peaceful space, there's nothing to do but rest, to let go of the day and allow yourself to drift into the calm embrace of sleep. The soft crackle of the fire, the distant hum of the night outside, and the warmth of the room all conspire to lull you into a deep sense of relaxation. Your eyes grow heavy, and as you sink deeper into the cushions of the chair, you feel sleep beginning to claim you. In this moment, far away from the hectic pace of work, you're finally at peace. The world has slowed down, and sleep comes gently, wrapping you in its quiet embrace. Thank you for joining me on Storytime. Sleep well, and may your dreams be filled with rest and serenity. Until next time, good night.